Well, thanks everyone for joining today. It's been a while since we've done one of these sessions. Things are changing. The landscape of AI seems to be changing as well, or shifting. So it's good to go back, recap, and see what is around, and start to do things probably in a better way. Today's session, we're going to talk a bit about a platform, but today's session is going to be myself talking about a platform that integrates with Python, and kind of a place to start to work, play, and learn more of Python, but in a more interactive and more professional way, I would say. Then we have today we have Luis Navarro, who has joined, and he's going to do the presentation on Python, the Python workflow in particular. And I will be doing a presentation of Alana, which is a platform that I will be describing. Just as a reminder, so the resources are still there. The Orkahub repository in GitHub, is there. So hopefully we'll be publishing a lot of what we share here in there. But there are other places where we are going to put some hands-on tutorial, and at the end of a presentation, we'll show you where will those be. And we will also have, or we still have the YouTube channel. By the way, when we started this, or last time we checked, we had like around 300 subscribers, and the channel is already 1,400. So still a lot of people has joined, and I have received a lot of very good feedback, and that has encouraged me to continue also with this initiative. So all these sessions will be published there in the Orkahub YouTube channel. So if you look for Orkahub Energy, you will find those sessions. So I'll be introducing a bit of this graphical user interface to interact with Python. I'm going to talk a bit about the Python API. We'll do a short demo based on the Valve data, which is publicly available. I'll show you the graphical user interface with that. Then Luis will move into the use of a API to interact with what is in the backend, or the graphical user interface. And the idea is that as we move forward, we will do more and more complex exercises. And today, I'll also, by the end of the session, whoever is around, I'm going to give you access to the platform, so you can also do the things that we have done. So hopefully by the end, we'll try to make sure that everyone has access. It's, of course, very clear for everyone. I hope that at this stage, that Python is ubiquitous across different industries, and also in the energy sector. It has been proliferating, or has been emerging as a strong tool to automate workflows, to perform data analytics, sensitivity analysis, to perform optimization workflows. What is the traditional extract, transform, and loading of the data, those workflows that are usually very complex, that we do even manually. So Python has been there. So there is hopefully no question about that. And the amount of tools that are available in Python just keeps growing and growing. Now, there is still a challenge, and this is just a simple example of that challenge. And this is an example of a field development plan, or the work of an engineer, where we have multiple development scenarios. We may have different facilities scenarios, drilling and so on, with their cost, and also the fiscal model and the economics might be different. Now, we know that traditionally we may have like multiple tools involved in this analysis, or we may have a bunch of Excels. And although Python has come to the help in a lot of areas that I mentioned before, what I see, that I perceive that is happening, is that we have a lot of, as we had before, a lot of Excels. Now we had a lot of Jupyter notebooks hanging around with different solutions, bit and pieces that are still exporting to a lot of Excels. And if I show you one of my folders of any of the projects that I've been working on, you will find that the folder just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and my notebooks are endless. And that's okay, because obviously Python has offered us the advantage of doing more and more and more and more analysis and so on, but it's also getting almost difficult to do or pursue what is the evolution of the projects and understand what we really want to save and the standardization of the formats that we consume and so on. So what we are doing today is showing you this platform, Alana, which basically sits on a web server. This is the way I've been working for the past years in projects. And we have pretty much a backend that connects to, that stores any information in a database. The data is standardized and so on. And we can communicate through a bunch of Jupyter notebooks again, but we are saving at least the information in a place through APIs and so on. Now, I've talked about this before, and I've talked about Alana before. The difference now or what has evolved is a lot of a front end, and that now we have a place where we can see a lot of KPIs, we can see a lot of information that we are consuming, and also the information that we are saving for the monitoring of the evolution of the projects. So having said that, I'm going back to the agenda.